Hi everyone and welcome to Easy Learning. I'll be sharing some effective tips and tricks to prepare for your ABA exams. But to begin with, I would like to say that never limit your abilities. You never know how amazing you are unless and until you will keep trying to be an average. You'll keep trying to be normal. Like imagine you might be the one who can literally do wonders in life, but you're just thinking that whether I would be able to do this. I can't be the one. I can't be the special one. I can't be the one who would score so well. I can't be the one who would perform well and all. So why? Why are you building a cage around yourself? So let's start with the effective tips and tricks here. First of all, I will be sharing the tips, especially if you have not scheduled your exams. The first one is take your time. Okay, so if you have not scheduled your exam, I would like to say that you need to take your time. For example, it should not be too much, it should not be too less. Consider your routine nowadays. Consider how many hours you can give per day for your exam preparations and then manage keep 2 to 3 weeks of a gap between your exam and for your preparations. Or you can also focus on your own speed and schedule as per the time you need. So it should not be too long that you forget the concepts, and it should not be too less that you could not be able to prepare for it. The next one is make a timetable. Okay, so if you are going systematically, if you are studying with a timetable, obviously you would be able to track your progress. You would be able to modify your plan for preparation. So a timetable would be a plus point for your preparations. Keep a bonus day or two. Okay, prepare for your exam in 12 days, then schedule your exam after 13 or 14 days. This way you will have 1 or 2 days as extra. Now, whether or not you have scheduled your exams, these tips will be really helpful for you. Give a read to the module outline or competency standard provided by your supervisor or available on the credentialing board's website for the required credential. Okay, so you would be given an outline for the content or a competency standard from which the paper would be coming. So it would be really helpful to have a track of items that you need to go through to keep yourself bounded within the required resources. Next one is revise your training notes or available material. So most of these exams have the requirement of taking some hours training for it. And if you have made any notes or if there is any available material for that training, do revise it. This way you will be able to recall all the examples and all the content on. Watch practice videos to increase fluency in reading and solving the questions. This is an extremely helpful tips because this way you are not just reading the MCQs, you are getting different examples, you are getting multiple scenarios, and along with all this, the fluency of reading and solving these questions would keep increasing. So even if you have less time for your paper, you would be able to manage them all due to your increased fluency. There are multiple free mock and practice exams available on internet. Try giving them on daily basis. So this way you won't be just reading and studying, instead implementing what you studied. Give verbal or written test. Okay, so if there is any person around you with whom you can give verbal test or you can give written test to them, try that. Or you can also do it for yourself, like you can record your voice and ask yourself some question and answer by yourself, or you can write different concepts. This way you are actually using multiple mediums of learning. Try group study. So if you have any other fellows in your training, or if you are studying If you're giving exams with your friends, then do follow these, try group studies, try video calls, or ask each other multiple questions, and have at least 24 hours for the technical work. So by the technical work here, I mean for creating the examinee profiles, preparing the space for giving your exam. So for all these things, have at least 24 hours. Uh, Leaving it for 11th hour would be a mistake, because this way you are not only facing the problem, but you're also keeping your mind stressed. So have at least 24 hours for all these works, and prepare. You can utilize your bonus day for these two. Reread the outline or competency standard to mark what you know and what you don't. So till now, if you have if you have watched the practice videos, if you have given mock and practice exam, if you have tried group studies, you have given verbal or written test, if you have done this all, then reread the outline or the competency standard to confirm whether you know the concept or not, or if you have missed any term, or if you have missed any content from the outline. So this way you can have a checklist of your own. Relate the concepts and terms with real life experiences. Okay, so some concepts are easily understandable, but some concepts are hard to grasp. So this way, you can relate those terms and concepts with real life examples. Okay, so when you're focusing on scoring well, uh, it might be the case that you will end up stressing yourself more. But if you're focusing on performing well, if you're focusing on knowing the concepts, knowing the content, knowing what should be done, this way you would be performing well, and the score would be a bonus reward for your great performance. Last but not the least, don't lose hope. Just be proud of yourself regardless of the result. You have done so much. Even if you think of giving up, remember why you started at the very first place. And remember that if you can come this far, you can achieve this, and you can achieve more even. That's all for today's video. Hope you liked it.